So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful.
Angel Reese's new podcast was meant to boost her fame, but it backfired and upset millions of Taylor Swift fans. Now, she's facing the biggest mistake of her career. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is gaining unexpected support and coming out ahead.
It got to a point where it was like, I don't even care what y'all have to say no more. It's like, y'all don't even know what's going on.
But I commend you, because I feel like you showed a lot of grace and a lot of class.
Reese launched her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, confident that inviting Kayla Nicole, Travis Kelce's ex, as a guest would be a great move. For context, Travis Kelce is now dating Taylor Swift. However, instead of boosting her popularity, Reese faced backlash from angry Swifties, and her plan completely backfired.
More Swifties are joining Caitlin FC by the second. Oh, it's so over for the league. Swifties becoming Caitlin Clark stans is such a W.
The situation worsened when Swifties, known for their loyalty, dug into Reese's social media. What they found was an old post from Caitlin Clark welcoming Taylor Swift to the Kansas City Chiefs fan base. Suddenly, Clark became their new favorite basketball player.
And I'm not sure if the WNBA is ready for the ramifications of what has just been unleashed, which is the Swifties joining CCFC.
This news caused something no one expected. Taylor Swift fans and Caitlin Clark fans teamed up, making one big group. Now, Angel Reese is stuck in the middle of these two strong fan groups.
You know, there are some people, like, just in life, you know there are some people you don't want to piss off. Like, you know it's not going to end up well for you. There are some people you don't joke about because you know it's not going to end well for you. You know there are some people you don't want on your bad side because it's not going to end well for you.
The backlash against Reese was intense. Millions of fans mobilized against her, mocking her podcast and criticizing her every move. Some describe it as a cultural war, with Reese severely underestimating the influence of Swift's fan base. This surprise teamwork is making Caitlin Clark more popular than ever. Her social media followers are growing fast, while Angel Reese's followers are said to be going down.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
The well-known hand wave incident from the NCAA championship is now causing trouble for Reese. In that intense game, she taunted Caitlin Clark with an unsportsmanlike hand wave.
But you've known they were coming for you when you were waving your hands in your face to mock Caitlin Clark when you were beating her for the national championship.
She taunted Caitlin Clark.
Clark's response was outstanding. She stayed calm, focused on her game, and let her skills do the talking. This impressed fans, both old and new, who are now supporting her like never before.
Since the Marina Mabry trade, and she has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three, rattles it around for her first deep shot.
Well, she's definitely taken that golden advice. Recently, being the first WNBA player that has recorded consecutive 20-plus point rebound games.
The situation has taken an even darker turn. Reese is now alleging that Clark's fans are responsible for sexual harassment and circulating fake AI images.
I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that. But when it comes to death threats, like, I'm talking about people have come down to my address, follow me home. Like, it's come down to that. Multiple occasions, people have made AI pictures of me, like, naked. Literally.
Really?
They have sent it to my family members. My family members are like, uncles are sending it to me like, are you naked on Instagram?
Conflict has moved beyond the court and is escalating in unforeseen ways.
I think Angel Reese is jealous of Caitlin Clark. She thinks she's, the reason why this is all happening here. Caitlin Clark was going to get eyeballs whether she played against Angel Reese in LSU or not.
Today, the contrast between the two players is stark. While Reese deals with podcast backlash, Clark is riding a wave of support that's transforming women's basketball. This dramatic shift can be traced back to that single moment on the court. Clark is rising beyond just being a basketball star. She's becoming a well-known name and entering pop culture in a way that's rare for women in sports. Some are even calling her Taylor Swift in tennis shoes, comparing her to one of the world's biggest pop stars. This rise in popularity goes beyond just social media numbers. It's turning into real support for women's basketball as a whole. With more attention, there are more chances for growth, sponsorships, and recognition for the athletes. Despite her success and fan adoration, Clark remains focused and drama-free. She's letting her performance on the court speak for itself, an approach that the Swifties seem to appreciate greatly. One has to wonder if Clark's success is the root of this tension. Is her rapid rise causing others in the sport to feel threatened? While it's difficult to say for certain, it's clear that Clark is revolutionizing the game both on and off the court. The fan reaction to the Reese Clark situation is strong and intense. People are closely examining everything about Angel Reese, her integrity, motives, and character. Many are even questioning if this is just a way for her to gain attention. This situation highlights how quickly public opinion can shift in the social media age. An athlete can go from being on top to facing a barrage of criticism from an entirely different fan base in no time. For the future of sports, this means athletes need to be more cautious than ever about their public image. Authenticity is crucial. Fans, particularly those from unexpected areas like the Swiftie community, are seeking genuine talent and character. Angel Reese has smartly used social media to keep herself in the spotlight, knowing how important attention is. She's kept people talking with carefully planned actions to stay relevant beyond basketball. For Reese, staying visible is crucial, even if it sparks controversy because she believes any attention is better than being ignored. By engaging with Taylor Swift's fan base, Reese has gained mainstream attention. She understands the influence of pop culture and isn't afraid to stir controversy to expand her reach. This strategy, more commonly seen with celebrities than athletes, highlights her deliberate use of controversy to boost her profile and keep people talking. Although she's not the league's top player, Reese is one of its most recognized figures thanks to her smart media tactics. In a league where many players earn modest salaries, Reese's visibility rivals that of top athletes. She's created her path by staying in the spotlight whether people praise or criticize her. Reese fully embraces her unapologetically angel persona, thriving on polarizing opinions. She's not trying to please everyone. Instead, she ensures people have strong feelings about her, one way or another. Reese's bold attitude guarantees she won't be ignored, as she knows indifference is the only reaction she can't afford. This situation raises important questions about fan power in shaping sports narratives and the future of women's basketball. We're witnessing a new game unfold, not just on the court, but in the realms of social media and pop culture. The mix of sports, pop culture, and social media is changing athletes' careers. Just one tweet or podcast can change their path, and fans with smartphones and strong opinions have become a big influence in professional sports. As this drama unfolds, it's clear the game has changed both on and off the court. Athletes are not just competing against each other anymore, they're also fighting for attention and followers and staying relevant in a world where the spotlight can move quickly. The future for Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark is uncertain, but one thing is sure: we're entering a new era in women's basketball where fan support is just as important as how well players perform on the court. Whether you support Reese or Clark, this story is exciting to watch. All eyes are on the WNBA as it navigates this new mix of pop culture and sports. Will other players take Reese's controversial path to fame or follow Clark's quiet focus on the game? Women's basketball is going through a big change. For both diehard fans and new viewers, this story is exciting to watch. The game is evolving, and we're all seeing it happen. This new era of women's basketball has arrived, where off-court drama is just as captivating as the action on the court.
And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but there are so many great players in this league that have deserved this for a really, really long time. And
the WNBA is facing a major scandal as rising star Angel Reese, who calls herself the queen of the WNBA, is now at the center of a shocking controversy. This bombshell revelation is sending shockwaves throughout the world of women's basketball and could impact both her career and the league's reputation. Reports have surfaced alleging that Reese, the Chicago Sky's rookie sensation, has been using illegal drugs, specifically steroids. The Chicago Sky has taken the step of filing a lawsuit against their own player, accusing her of cheating her way to the top. This shocking news comes right after Reese's best game of the season against the Indiana Fever, where she scored 25 points and got 16 rebounds. The game, which ended 88-97 in favor of the Sky, should have been a big win for Reese, but now it's being overshadowed by these serious accusations.
Just likes to call out haters and clap back at haters and say different things.
The lawsuit, filed by the Chicago Sky, reads like a sports drama miniseries. The team is alleging that Reese's use of steroids not only gave her an unfair advantage, but also cost them a shot at the playoffs. They're directly accusing Reese of using enhanced abilities to manipulate game outcomes. Sources familiar with the situation suggest that Reese may have turned to steroids when she realized the WNBA wasn't as easy as she had expected. Her alleged steroid use seems to line up with a time when she was struggling to keep her performance consistent. This scandal isn't just about Reese, it's affecting the entire WNBA. The league has been working hard to expand its fan base and build a strong reputation in women's sports. A high-profile scandal like this risks undoing years of effort and progress.
Glory.
You're not coming in and dominating our...
The WNBA has a strict zero-tolerance policy for performance-enhancing drugs. If these allegations are confirmed, Reese could face serious consequences, such as suspension or even being expelled from the league. This could also affect her endorsements and partnerships, as brands usually distance themselves from athletes involved in cheating scandals.
Would Angel Reese actually fake an injury? Would Angel Reese prematurely end her rookie season to spare herself the embarrassment of losing Rookie of the Year to...
Reese's rivalry with fellow rookie Caitlin Clark adds even more tension to this ongoing drama. While Reese is grabbing headlines for negative reasons, Clark has been making waves by breaking records and showing off her natural talent, free of any controversy. Clark recently set a new WNBA rookie scoring record with an impressive 761 points in a single season.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
The difference between Reese and Clark couldn't be more striking. While Clark has let her performance speak for itself, Reese has frequently turned to trash talk and made bold, controversial statements. She even accused Clark of getting special treatment due to racial bias, a claim that has backfired dramatically with these new allegations against her.
If you're a big star, you should not need to beg for attention. If you're a big star, you should not have to exploit yourself.
Reese's time in the WNBA has been rocky from the beginning. Known for her bold attitude and strong presence, she's never avoided the spotlight. She once said, "I'll take the bad guy role for my teammates," presenting herself as the ultimate competitor. However, the steroid allegations now cast serious doubt on her claims of greatness. The consequences of this scandal reach far beyond Reese's career. It raises concerns about the integrity of the sport and the trust that fans and teammates place in their athletes. In a sport where agility, speed, and power are crucial, the use of steroids can unfairly tip the balance, leading to doubts about the authenticity of an athlete's accomplishments. As this story continues to develop, all attention is on the WNBA and how they will address this crisis. The league must show its dedication to preserving the integrity of the sport while also dealing with the possible consequences of one of its top players facing cheating accusations. For Reese, the path forward looks difficult. She will have to figure out how to handle this critical moment in her career. If the allegations are proven true, her legacy could be overshadowed by a story of dishonesty and betrayal. This situation serves as a stark reminder of the importance of authenticity in sports. While the allure of success may tempt athletes to take shortcuts, the consequences could be widespread and serious.
But there's nothing about her game that's really interesting that is going to translate to people who may not watch the WNBA.
It's tough to trust an athlete who takes shortcuts. We expect achievements to come from hard work, not from using performance-enhancing drugs. Reese's actions feel like a betrayal to the fans who believe in their favorite players. The stakes remain high for Angel Reese and the entire WNBA. The fallout from these steroid allegations will resonate far beyond the court, affecting careers, reputations, and the integrity of the sport itself. As this story continues to develop, the focus now shifts to how Reese will respond to these allegations and what steps the WNBA will take to uphold its standards. One thing is certain, the landscape of women's basketball is rapidly changing, and how the league manages this controversy could set a precedent for future incidents. In the coming days and weeks, we can expect to see more details emerge about this scandal. Will Reese admit to the allegations or fight them? How will her teammates and opponents react? And perhaps most importantly, how will this affect the future of women's basketball? Stay tuned for updates on this shocking scandal that's shaking the foundations of the WNBA. The league, despite him replacing them as its face during the late 1980s.
Magic Johnson did great things for the NBA. Larry Bird did great things for the NBA. But when that brother Michael Jordan came along, they stood down. Not on the basketball court competing against him,